Hi everyone, welcome back to Napoleon Total War. We're early March 1805, in the early stages of the Prussian campaign. Thank you so much for all your feedback from the first episode. Lots of advice on what to do, what to build, where to push and put some pressure on. As always, it's conflicting, which is good because that's what I was expecting. And the beauty about these kind of games is there's never one way to do things. There's more than one way to skin a cat, as the saying goes. There may be a streamlined, most efficient and effective way of doing it to get to the end stage with spending as little money and resource as possible, but that's not always the best way when in terms of enjoyment, entertainment, and the story in general. So everyone's got different opinions and different ways of doing things, and that is the beauty of these style games, because doing it differently, you get different outcomes and you get different scenarios that then arise, and some of them can be challenging, some of them can be exciting, some of them can be damn right frustrating, but it's enjoyable. So here we are, Prussia, and I'll take you through some of the advice. A lot of it is try and unite the Germany, which could be a challenge. A lot of people are saying, watch this, see what happens here, see how France get on with Austria and Russia attacking down here in Bavaria and Stuttgart, and see how that goes. A lot of calls to hit Saxony and bring that back into the fold, which is definite something, although I hear that there could be lots of turmoil once we take Saxony with rioting and disgruntled people, but that will eventually die down. Also, Cleves here. This is something that we need to build up, apparently, because we're going to come under pressure from the Bavarian Republic, also France. And if we strike at Hanover and get the French attacking us too soon, then we are in trouble. A few comments to say push all the way through here, push on and try and seize Amsterdam, and then we've got fantastic port facilities straight out into the English Channel here, or into the North Sea. So I think that's what we might have to do. If we have a quick look at Saxony, because she's allied with Austria. Now, if we take that, we may seriously annoy Austria, and we don't want to annoy Austria too much. Allies, Mecklenburg is with Denmark allied. Hessen is allies with Saxony, which I'm not too worried about. Where's Austria? They'll be a big nation, won't they? Yeah, here we go. Sicily, Sweden, Saxony, Naples, UK, Prussia, Russia. So, well, we may get a bit... hang on, what is our standing with Austria at the moment? Very friendly. Okay, plus 94. So if we do attack one of their allies, they may turn a blind eye if we can kind of convince them to do so. So what, I might turn this army round, bring these troops down here. Might have to build this up because that looks a sizable force in Saxony, and we'll try and take Saxony. Hold that. Yeah, if we can hold that, and the problem is, will that tie up too many militia and soldiers trying to defend it, or defend it from the population rioting and stuff? Because we do also need to build up a force here to ensure that we've got sufficient troops to hold it should any of these annoyed nations around us, surrounding us, come after us. So what have we got there at the moment? We've got 2 units of line infantry, some skirmishers, artillery, 6-pounder, and some heavy dragoons. Okay, let's get another unit of line infantry in there. We may also get a general eventually to control that. Let's bring you back here. Yeah, we can cross the bridge there, so you come back here. We'll stand down from our attack on France at the moment. Although that looks the juicier target, we will obviously draw the ire of a much more powerful country and put unnecessary pressure on us at this stage. So I think that's the Saxony is in our sights, and we're going to try and build up and secure our borders as well. Did our spy get into? He did, didn't he? Oh, that's my own nation. Why am I looking at that? He went into here. Sorry, he came from that town. Yeah. So what we got here in East Prussia? We've got a general. Obviously, he's going to be here to keep our east flank secure if we come under any problems with Russia. We've also got Warsaw down here, which is obviously surrounded by Austria. So that's why we don't want to upset Austria as well, because we are literally right in a potential sandwich of quite powerful nations: France, Austria, Russia. You've also got Amsterdam, who may not be totally powerful, but they are a sizable, wealthy nation, and obviously the UK, if they take, looks like they're sieging Amsterdam at the moment. Of course, Sweden can become a nuisance, and potentially Denmark, although Denmark seemed to have been passive on the last playthrough we did, so we'll see how they go. But yeah, sights on Saxony for the moment. And in late March 1805, technological advance, easy for me to say, conscription. This nation has further developed their military technology with the intention of gaining advantage over their enemies of battle. Conscription forces every able-bodied man to make himself available for service in the army. Happy days. Right, we now have a barracks in Cleves. We have a road a track in Warsaw. We have farm clearances in Koslin, in Pomerania. Barracks in Berlin and a barracks in Brandenburg. Oh no, sorry, and clearances. Oh my goodness. I'm not looking at things properly and just scanning it. We have in Pomerania a unit of militia, which is obviously to try and hold the population there. Now, research and technology. We've got conscription. We now have a barracks. So, what else do we need for this? Oh, national census we need. Okay, so let's get them. Oh, what's that? A diamond formation could be useful. But let's get. Oh, to get a national census, we need the national debt. Let's get that researched. We also need to build a magistrate to open up national census, and then we can get this built. The barracks built, which we have already done. Sorry, we can then that will allow us to build the drill school. I explained that terribly, but we need a drill school basically. We've got a mission to get a drill school, and we'll get some cash. So we just have to make sure we've got national census, which is we need national debt first, and that will allow us to. We must have a magistrate because we've got public schooling. We'll double check that. Yes, but we need that. You know what we need stuff to get this, to get money basically. Oh, I haven't had enough coffee this morning, and I think that's the problem. Right. So we're bringing the army down here. I'll bring it over here actually. I'll speed the army. I've seen many people saying they get frustrated with the slow-moving units. I don't mind it myself, but if it makes it more enjoyable for you guys to watch, then fine. It doesn't bother me. So we got our army here. We'll what we got? We got 2 artillery 6-pounders. We've got frontline troops, 4 of them, and we got skirmishers. Oh, 2 grenadiers. Grenadiers. Told you, I need coffee. And we've got some light infantry. We've got some heavy cavalry. 3 units of heavy cavalry plus the general. Louis Ferdinand Prince von Prussian. General Staff. No, Prussia. Yeah. I think Eustace was saying that B is like an S, double S sound. Don't blame me if he's wrong. Oh, that's what I've just been told. So, no pressure, Eusta. I'll put that one on you. So, we've got the Berlin, we've got some... haven't got much at all. Recruitment-wise, maybe we get some more musketeers drawn up. Maybe some lance cavalry. I don't know, they're lances. Armed with a lance, which makes them a potential deadly when charging. These lances are probably among the oldest of the cavalry weapons. It gives the user a chance to put all his weight behind that is charging horse into one sharp point. A lance that can, in the skilled hands, be driven through any enemy. When coupled with a fast pace of their horses, the lancer's charge is very intimidating. However, if the lancer does not kill its target, he leaves himself vulnerable. A long lance is less used in melee than the sword and the lance at the disadvantage once their close combat starts. Okay, interesting then. You could see them as like an impact unit, couldn't you? That could work. I think we'll wait till we get 2 more units in here. I think we do need to wait until we get a few more units in there. Why don't we send another cavalry, artillery unit there? How's Pomerania doing? They're fine. We've got militia there. In fact, I could probably send those into the army, couldn't I? And they'll probably be, yeah, they'll be okay, right? Okay. So we get those 2 more units of troops and frontline troops, and that should be enough to start our charge on Saxony. Let's have a look at Berlin. What do we look at? We could get some roads. We've got 1900 cash. Got 2 lots of troops being built. What do we got here? We've got potentially Opera House being built. Not interested in there. We've got a monument, and we've got a fort. Ordnance factory, and that'll be 1500, or we can get a drill school for 300. We've got a magistrate already, which is cool. So that's okay. Berlin is doing okay, reasonably happy. Anything green is reasonably happy, so happy with that at the moment. We've already done the school. We've got them researching, haven't we? Over here in Cleves, we've got the barracks built. We could maybe build a star fort, but I'm less than enthusiastic about them, if I'm honest. We've got musketeers, line infantry being trained up at the moment. We could get a better road. We've got basic roads in place. So we've got 2 units of musketeers, some light infantry, horse and artillery. Let's build up the forces there. That all looks okay. I did see, not only is Britain potentially, I believe, potentially, does it say, no, it doesn't say that they're being raided. Maybe they're just waiting, and maybe they'll blockade the port later. The British Navy did go in here and attack the harbour here at Antwerp. So they're obviously picking off some fights. So hopefully that'll distract. I know that's France, but that'll distract France and the Batavian Republic away from us. There is a little French army sitting on the bridge here. It's only 1 stack, so I don't think he's going to be coming to cause any grief. But we'll keep an eye on him nonetheless. Over here, oh, we've done that. Sorry, coming down to Silesia. Let's have a look what we got here. We've got cantonment, so army buildings, which allows recruitment infantry. Okay. Barracks here would probably be useful, seeing as we're on the Austrian border, and we've got Russia just over there as well. Can't afford that just yet. We've got some troops. Potentially build cannon factory or foundry, a tax office, or a theatre. National debt and classical economics with the tax office. Oh, that goes tax. Does that then go to magistrate? I don't know. Theatre, that'll give us +4 per turn in wealth and 1 happiness to all classes. And enhanced national prestige. Well, I don't think we're quite there for social developments just yet. It's all about military security. We'll come back to there. Over here in Warsaw, what have we got here? A timber yard. This will bring in 75 wealth, -3 recruitment to cost of naval vessels, and -10 to the cost of constructing buildings in this region. It's only 600. Let's get that built. Warsaw. We've got fort, potentially a theatre. We've got the cannon foundry already. We could go for a barracks. So tax office to magistrate, yeah, okay. Army-wise, again, just some... Actually, they've got some reasonably good troops, even though they've only got a few of them. I might get a couple of militia just to hold the population in check, so we can potentially move some of these troops out and sort of form them up with this army here under Gebhard von Blücher. So they've got their roads being upgraded, and they've also got the cannon foundry being built there. Okay. So down here in Warsaw, then let's get a couple of units of militia, just to so we can pull those troops out without losing the town morale too much, and maybe yeah. I think we're good. I think we're good for the moment. We do have our trade ship sailing around. Now, I'm guessing Ivory's good at this point. Ivory's is the king at the moment, yeah, followed by spices. But we know sugar will come into it later on. So, if we can get yeah, if we can get some ivory to begin with, and then sugar, then we should be laughing. I think we've got a ship in 2 more turns, and then another one in 5 turns. So we'll get those out and start bringing in some cash. In early April 1805, we've got a successful mission. Immanuel Steiglitz, our agent, has successfully completed his mission, returning sensitive information about the enemy. Okay, so he had infiltration of Stuttgart, and he's managed to get down there. So they got a cantonment. Their army is Fusiliers of the line and some light cavalry. Okay, that's good. That is good to know. It's good that he's there. We can keep an eye on that territory. Construction-wise, a manufactory has been created in East Prussia and a stud farm in Brandenburg. Troops-wise, Klevsmark has got some musketeers. Greater Poland has a couple of units of militia. Right, so there was a bit of a scuffle. The French fleet raided the docks here at Chatham, and obviously a unit from London kicked them out. The fleet that was attacking Antwerp has now gone up here somewhere. I saw it go. So yeah, they are sharing blows, which is interesting. Let's nervously send our trade ship through, going, "Hi, ignore us. Don't worry about us. We're just passing through. It all should be good." Right. So we've got our army building here.
Sir, eure Befehle?
So we've got a spy down here in Brandenburg. Is he worth sending up? The time we get him over here, probably not. How long is it going to take you to get there? Infiltrate. Only 66% chance of infiltration. That's not good. Okay, stay where you are for the moment then. 66% basically means he's even though it's greater than 50%, you know, half chance of succeeding, he's probably going to die, is the answer. Right, thank you for letting me know that gunsmiths, obviously, the recruitment of your infantry in this region is cheaper, but that's literally it. I thought that was going to be... So it doesn't bring any wealth to the region, which is a bit of a shame. So if we have a look here, this is this territory. Are we going to be recruiting many troops here? Potentially, we could do, actually. We could get a barracks and we start recruiting the troops. They'll be cheaper. But it won't drive any value into the region. Decisions. So if we do get a barracks here, because obviously we've got Russia, we've got Austria, so we may well be flooding troops from here. So let's get the barracks. We can get a cannon foundry from there, but let's get this into a gunsmith. And then we can recruit our infantry from here. But basically, what I don't hate early game, but I hate the fact that you wipe your cash out so quickly. But that is why we've got to get our trading really going. Okay, they've got their construction almost finished. Over here in Saxony, we've got a couple of units waiting for 2 more turns, isn't it? 1 more turn, and then they'll join the army, and then we'll push on to Saxony. Not much in the way of cash we have left. So research should be what, 2 turns away? 2 turns away. Yes, that's looking good. If we have a look at objectives, so this is the drill school. We'll get experience units for all our land units by doing that. I thought we were going to get cash actually, but classical economics, that's where we'll get the cash. So if we have a look at here, classical economics is there. We'll maybe do that one next before we do mass mobilization, just to get the extra 2 grand. I would switch now, but they've already done a turn researching that, so we might as well just let it finish. It's not going to delay us too much, and we've got a unit being built there. Let's get a unit of militia being built there as well. And that is us pretty much spent. So we get a trade ship being deployed next time. This one's just coming past Blighty. This one I might send up here. Because while we're not at war with anyone, or even if we do go to war with some of the smaller nations, on the sea we should be okay because we're allied. Were we allies with the UK? No, we're not. We're allies with Russia and Austria, but we're friendly with the UK, so they're not likely to attack our shipping. France, we're unfriendly, but we've got a trade agreement, so they're unlikely to attack our shipping. And Spain's just unfriendly. But there we go. But for Spain to get their ships up here, they've got to go past the Royal Navy, which may keep them in check. That's what I'm hoping, anyway. And in late April 1805, manufactory in Cleves has been completed. Cannon foundry in Königsberg and basic roads in Königsberg as well. We have musketeers in Clevesmark plus some militia. In the Baltic Sea, a merchantman is ready to set sail, and musketeers in Brandenburg as well. Fantastic. Right, let's get that trade ship christened and out on her way. I'll get this one moving through the channel as well. You can see, you can see the fleets now. We've got the Royal Navy fleet of Horatio Nelson here, just off Calais. And we've got Villeneuve. Oh, his fleet here, north of Caen. So what we're going to have, rather than Trafalgar, we're going to have the Battle of the Channel. That'll be interesting. Anyway, in reality, no. But let's concentrate on what we're doing. So we got these troops now ready to deploy. They've got some experience as well, which is nice. Actually, how is Berlin doing? I'll take those troops. I'll maybe pinch one of those as well. Let's move them down there. And this army, you move on Saxony. Declare war. Right, so because we've got allies, this gets a little bit messy, diplomacy-wise. So, we're going to war with Saxony. Our allies are Austria and Russia. Their allies are Austria and Hessen. Do we want to call our allies to help? Probably not. And if they do, then that will drag Austria into the war. If we're not going to call them in, I'm hoping Austria will say, oh, we're just not going to get involved, full stop. We'll find out if that was a bad decision. Trade agreement cancelled with the Hessen. Oh, they've thrown the toys out of the pram. Prussia. Oh, the alliance has been broken with Austria. Oh, okay. Trade agreement cancelled with Austria. Austria did join the war against us. Crap. Okay. That's surprising. I thought they would stay out of it, but clearly not. Right, so what have they got? Ludwig Frommel with his cavalry. They've got 6-pounders. They've got grenadiers. Lots of line infantry. And some armed citizenry mobs. Right. We've got lots of light infantry, not much. We outgunned them with 4 artillery units, so let's try and push our advantage. Okay, let's start the battle then. What we do have on the flank here, we've got 2 units of light infantry. So let's toggle their behaviour and let's bring them to the 4 here, so they can stay in the woods and cause some problems when they get there. Let them cause some ruckus. Cannons are going. We also have skirmishes here. Oh, look. Oh. Let's get our cavalry. Wait for the guns to stop. No, I don't think they're even going to make it to us. The artillery is absolutely terrified their cavalry. That's good. What I was going to say, we've got some light infantry here, which I was going to send up here, but they may not make it in time. I'm going to move my cavalry wide. And maybe run up there as quick as you can. And then we'll get them to do... We'll move these grenadiers a bit closer. Oh, they're very refined bangs. We've got a line going through here, but we've also got the light infantry ready to skirmish in the woods. Do we have another unit? Oh yeah, they didn't actually go anywhere. Come on. Move forward. I want you to skirmish and harass them as they're coming towards the line. That cavalry's moving. Oh, they're opening up now with their artillery. Our light infantry here is... I want you to be skirmishing. Sorry. I kind of let you boys down there a little bit. You can skirmish so you can retreat and move if you need to. If you want to run over there, so you're not taking on 3 line units, happy for you to do so. Oh, this looks like quite a formidable army. Right. A little bit of time before we get to canister shot. Sorry. Right, I think now's the time. Switch to canister shot for the next reload. We've got cavalry moving around. Oh, they're attacking them in the woods. Yeah, kind of stopped the cavalry charge at least, with them dropping back into the woods, which is good. Bring my cavalry out wide.
Our men are running, sir.
Yeah, not surprised. Come back to the line. Right, you form square. Right, you've done your job. Pull back. Their bombs probably won't go very far, will they? No, okay. Oh, sorry. Continue on as you were. Oh, where did these guys go? It wasn't actually. Sorry, I thought it was. I assumed it was going to be those guys running, but it wasn't. So they are fighting against a square, which is not going to end well from them. Form line. They're charging our cavalry. Are they charging our cavalry? I don't know. Yeah, they are. They don't know there's another cavalry unit in the woods. Okay, let's mop up their cavalry. Hand to hand, right. They're all engaging there. I might bring you over here as quick as you can. They've defeated them by the most part. Armed citizens, right, let's see if they can deal with the cavalry when that comes. Right, these have defeated their cavalry. Let's go and get their guns. Oh, hang on, where's their defences? They're behind them, okay. Okay, we've got them, most of them to break.
Our men are running, sir.
Where are they? There, they're broken there. Okay. So I brought these troops there. Right, General, can you give them a bit of courage? Right, you fall back there. The guns are being attacked. Now, cavalry. Attack. Charge them.
Sir! Sir! Our general is under attack.
Is he? He looks alright. We've reformed the line. Right, cavalry. I'll charge this unit here. Guns. Oh, they're in a bit of a hand fight. We've got two light infantry units holding
Our
that
men
one.
are running, sir.
Yeah, it's the gun crews. We haven't protected them very well. Right, they've cleared out that one. Now charge this one. Meantime, that cavalry unit has finished that. Let's get the... Where's the general? Where's the general? Let's charge these guys. Ah, that's the general. Get the general.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
Reform the line. Right, hopefully the general will die. Wherever he is. Right, cavalry. Continue. Let's mop these up. Oh, actually, it's for the. We didn't need to do this actually, but. So, victory in the end for Louis Ferdinand, Prince von Prussian. Deployed at 1395 versus 1911. We lost 636. They lost 1911. Remaining 759. So there we go. Yes, bit of a bloody first battle, but boom. It's ours, and Saxony is also ours. Now, we can peacefully occupy. Money required would be 0. Predicted regional wealth would be 573. Public order would be under control for the higher class. Neutral for the lower classes. We could loot, which would gain us 11 grand, almost 12 grand. But the population would be very unhappy. Or we can liberate. We'll raise a new protectorate in the region, loyal to your nation whilst diplomatic relations are strong. Resources permitting, the force of conscripts will be granted to the liberating army on behalf of the new protectorate. Saxony, Dresden. Now, I would like to do liberation, because I'd like to have independent kingdoms as part of Prussia, but we need the wealth, so we're going to peacefully occupy for the moment. Going forward, we might do that, because that will allow us not to have to garrison the places. Saxony has been destroyed, and we've captured that region, right. So, let's have a look at the damage. Let's get those repaired straight away. Good. What they got? They have roads. Good. We'll get those guys to recuperate and recover. Good. So, Saxony is ours for now. Now, let's see if we can repair our relationship with Austria. Yes, so minus 70 is war. Open negotiations. Let's request peace. Rarely has our glorious nation been so insulted. Really? Bugger. Okay, let's try this again. Let's request peace. Or do we... Oh, we're at war with Hessen as well, are we? Joy. Are they allies with Hessen? No, we're not. Okay. Why are we fighting, my friends? I can't really give you a payment. Technology, regions, present a state gift. I can't afford to give you a state gift. Sorry. All right, we'll just we'll see if they'll calm down, because minus 70 is war. Okay, so that should. But we got plus 28 historical friendship, same government type plus 15, territorial expansion minus 6, but that's a positive. It's growing. Regional difference, religious differences is minus 5. National leaders common respect plus 1. So hopefully give them a turn to think about what's just happened, and they may calm down. I know we're right on their border, so they'll be slightly nervous about that, and I'm slightly nervous in them being on my border as well. But we'll see if we can calm that down. We can improve the members club to the secret society here. It spawns out. It actually gets better happiness. and it spawns more spies, which could be useful. But 1,000 money is quite a lot at the moment for us. So we'll see if that's going to be a good investment in the near future. Building the army up here to get some more troops. What have we got? We've got guns. We've got 1 gun and 1 cavalry. Okay, let's get some more cavalry. Lancer. Let's get some light cavalry. Yeah, it'd be nice to get some more guns over here, wouldn't it? But we'll see. We'll see. Where's my ship? There. She's already moved. Already moved. And that's already moved. Okay, did that first thing. Good. Right. Back to Berlin. How's the army here? It's minuscule. But hopefully okay. Can't afford to build anything. Let's get some guns built, because then we can then ship them off down to where we need them. Saxony we just looked at. Pomerania. Well, there's not much to be said. Maybe get another militia there, just to keep that one safe from itself. Down here in Breslau, what is that? Industry predicted. Town watch. Okay. Get some more town watch there, or militia. We're going to have the barracks built there in a couple of 4 turns, so that's okay. Potentially build theatre, tax office, or cannon foundry. Maybe a tax office would be of benefit. We need to get the cash. I know I just turned down a huge lump sum from looting Saxony, but yeah, I'd rather just have that bringing in the money as a slow drip rather than one lump sum. At least we get to keep that cash and don't have to expend too much money keeping everything ticking over. Over here in East Prussia, the army is, well, it's not a big army. It's just enough to kind of scare somebody to thinking twice about not attacking. And we've got a magistrate there. We could potentially get a star fort built there, which is not really interested in, to be honest. We've got our port here, a commercial port. Which will be more trade possibilities, which would be nice. And we can recruit a. Oh, we're only going to be able to recruit trade ships from there, unless we get a port into a military-style port. Right. Let's see if there's any fallback from or fallout from taking Saxony. And in early May 1805, national debt has been researched. National debt increases wealth growth and reduces the upkeep of our units. Kings have always run up debts, blah, 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 blah. We can now go to classical economics, which we will, because we need classical economics to get the next bonus. Spy network has been established. Rudier Buchholz, where has he established that? In that Russian town of Mitau. Okay, good stuff, well done. Having spent several weeks associated with blackguards and bounders in the underbelly of this city, your spy has established a reliable network of local informants. He will now be able to provide you with a steady stream of intelligence about the region. Good stuff. Now, I have noticed there's been a lot of Russian troop movement. Yes. There's been a lot of troops going back here into Moscow. You see they've been building up that force, but yeah, we've got some troops now. Single units marching into Lithuania and building up here, which is a little bit concerning. We've got a makings of an army here in Königsberg. So we need to keep an eye on the Russians. Meanwhile, a logging camp has been created in Greater Poland. I'm not going to try and pronounce that. Secret society in Krakow in Poland, and clearances in East Prussia as well completed. We have some militia in Silesia, don't know, and Pomerania. And Walter von Holstein, minister. He's a banker. -5 to recruitment costs of all land units in this region. Money, sir, money. Your army works not because it has bullets, men, or cannon. It has money. Oh, and many people asked, well, I say many, I think 2 people asked, if we could have a look at the minister's details a little bit more clearly. So we'll have a look at our monarch to begin with. Here he is, Frederick Wilhelm III. He's got 3 management skills. He's 35 years old. He's got an enlightened despot as a character trait. Brilliant. So 5% chance to turn to spawn a gentleman. -5 to the cost of 10 watch. Thanks, Frederick. Our ministers. Our head minister. Here we go. Karl von Hardenberg, First Lord. Incorruptible. +1 to management. -2 to happiness of the nobility. +2 to management of the Treasury administration. That's good. In the Treasury, we had Hans von Billow, Lord Treasurer. Good management skill, by the looks of it. He's 28 years old. Oh, he doesn't look happy. Something of a banker. +1 to management for Treasury administration. And he's a manufacturer. -1 to happiness of lower classes. +2 to management of the Treasury administration, which is good. Our Lord Chief Justice, 3 stars. Upright. -1 to happiness for the nobility. +1 to management of the Treasury administration. Wilhelm von Brunecki, Lord Minister of War. He's got lots of stars there. 73 years of age. He's Hungarian. +1 to management. And what was the other one? -1 to clamour of the reform. Camp follower. +3 to management of army administration. And status quo. He likes the band, I guess. -1 happiness to lower classes. +1 happiness to nobility. -3 to clamour for reform. But he's got a floozy. Dirty old boy. He's got -1 to management, +1 to happiness of lower classes, -1 for nobility. Now, then we got Walter von Holstein, Lord Minister of the Admiralty, 3 star. He's 43 years old. He's morally impaired. -1 to management of the Treasury administration. And he's got banker. -5 recruitment costs to all land units. So bad, quite good. And then we've got our candidates here. Minister Gottlieb Salter, Minister. He's got +1 to management of army administration. Walter Hein, status quo, -3 clamour reform, +1 to happiness and nobility, -1 for the lower classes. 1 for management, and -1 for clamour reform. So these obviously the candidates we could replace people with. Gustav Feld, 3 star, location Brandenburg, he's honest, +1 to management on the Treasury. August Haas, Minister, nothing else going for him. I'm sure he's a lovely chap. And Barthold Luby, he's a tactician, +1 to administration. So there we go. So that's where we're looking. Government popularity is 31%. I think it was 44, wasn't it? So apparently it's on the rise, but it must have taken a dip at some point. Who knows quite what that was. Right. First of all, let's get our ships moving. We've got one up here somewhere. Yeah. Right. You're going to go north and see if we can get some sugar or something from up there, which is good. So, let's have a look. Have Austria cooled to us? Oh, war is minus... No, it's getting worse. It's getting worse. Open negotiations. Come on. Come on, Austria. Come on, France. Don't look so glum. We're the crazy gang. Let's get back together. Yeah? No? Come on. Can I offer them something else? Where's a trade agreement? Trade agreement is always good. And I will give you... I'll offer... Pay once. I'll offer you... No, not that much. 500. 500. Look, I know that's probably a bit ludicrous. We'll single payment on that. What about that? Go on. Go on, France. No. Miserable blighter. Right, okay, let's see who else we could potentially be friends with. Hessen! Old pal Hessen! Peace? A trade agreement? You're destitute, man! Wilhelm! Alright, hang on. What if we might be able to get Hessen back on, or do we want to get Hessen back on side, or should we just go and target them next? Because if we target Hessen right here, that will allow us to join up with Cleves. Alright, Hessen, you're next. What we could do, potentially... Allies of Russia. France. We're slowly building up a rapport with France. What if we allied ourselves with the French, temporarily speaking, go against history, and use our friendship with France to knock Austria out? It'd be challenging, I grant you. Russia will at some point then say, hang on, I want a piece of that pie, and they'll join the war. But we always assume that we have to attack France. I know Napoleon wants to take over Europe. Yes, we know that. But if we can be an ally of his while he takes over the rest of Europe, we can then pick a battle with him later. Hopefully. Yes. Oh, go on, Austria. Give us one more chance. Come on. We're like a pleading ex-boyfriend now, aren't we? Please take me back. Request a trade agreement. And, alright, I'll give you a bit more cash. Or, hang on. What about a bit of technology? Have we got any technology? What about public schooling? Conscription. What about that? I'll offer you conscription. And I'll throw in 500 buckaroos. Now that is a good deal. Come on, France. Oh, there's no talking to some people. Right, France, we're going at war with Austria. Full speed ahead, apparently. Fine. What we might need to do then, let's get our secret society built up. We probably need to get a spy into... Oh, actually, this is all French territory, which is nice. Yeah. Okay. War it is. Saxony's looking a bit better. We've got our army being recouped up here, which is looking good. We did lose some guns, didn't we? We've got 3 guns left. That's okay. Cavalry's looking okay. Yeah, let's get some more troops. That's all that cash gone. That's fine. That's fine. We'll get our drill school built here when we can. Did we say we completed? No, it's gone on to classical economics, which is fine. That'll give us 2 grand, I believe. Classical economics will get 2 grand reward, which would be nice. So we can invest that. Then we can get national census. Was it national census we need? Yes, it was. And that will allow us to look, to research mass mobilization. And then once we do that, we get the drill school, and then we get experience for all our ground troops, which would be something. It's not really that important. If another mission was to pop up for cash, then we'd chase the money. The other thing we need to be aware of is these Russian forces over here. We do have troops in some of these towns, but not many. Not many. Yeah. So we need to observe that and see what goes on. We've got a spy up here, which is allowing him to keep an eye and watch these troops moving around in Lithuania and Belarus. So yeah, we just need to keep that in mind and what's going on there. Cool. Well, we may have just stirred up a blooming hornet's nest by... we should have asked Austria in on our side of the war. They would have probably come in with us. They probably felt that we didn't trust them, and they felt left out that we didn't invite them to the party. So they stormed the party with Saxony, and they're just feeling bitter and disheveled now. So, great. That was a bit of a faux pas on my part, but we are now at war with Austria. We'll see if we can cool that going forward. We will see. Kassel is going to be our next target, I think, and maybe push on to Amsterdam if we can, and suggest one of the suggestions to get the ports so we can get more trading going, and see if we can keep France favourable for the time being, and hope Russia doesn't come in and attack from the east. Oh dear. This already feels a lot more challenging. That's the beauty of when you're the British Isles. At least you're an island nation and you could protect your borders a lot easier than sitting right in the sandwich of tough nations. But this is going to be interesting. I can feel it right now. We're going to have a lot more challenging times ahead, which will be exciting to see if we can get through it. Thanks ever so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.